Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing my first ever food challenge, but it's not going to be a food challenge like the ones you traditionally see. We're not going to do a 10,000 calorie challenge or like try and eat as many chicken nuggets as we can in under an hour. Not yet anyway. Today it's going to be one a little bit different, and one that's going to be a little bit more relatable for most of you guys out there, because what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and eat 150 grams of protein. I'm going to try and eat 2,500 calories or less. And I know that sounded quite easy so far. But the way that I'm going to do it is that everything needs to be bought like out of a shop or out of some sort of like, I don't know, cafe or something like that, right? I am not allowed to eat anything from home. I'm not allowed to eat any pre-prep meals that I've made. I'm not allowed to cook. I'm just going to like buy everything as I go along. And to make it a little bit more exciting, I'm going to try and do it on a budget of under £25. Now, depending on where you live, that might sound alright, but anyone that's ever been to the Locked or Co-op knows that you can spend that on your lunch alone pretty easily. So, it's going to be a different one. I've not pre-planned anything. I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. I think the budget is going to make it really tough. I think the £25 budget's actually going to be like difficult to achieve. But we'll try our best. And plus, I don't want to spend a lot of money anyway, being a bit of a cheapskate. And just to make it a little bit more exciting, I'm going to eat at least one thing that I've never ate before. Something like, I don't know, a little bit exotic. We'll see what we can find. So yeah, it is now, what time is it? 11 o'clock. And I haven't eaten yet. I kind of like purposefully fasted till this time just because I'm like, I suppose it means I can get stuff that's more calorie dense later in the day. That was my kind of thinking. To be honest, I don't usually eat till around about like 10 a.m. anyway, so it's like nothing too unusual. But I am pretty hungry now, so I'm going to go over to the local shop and I'm going to pick my breakfast. So let's go see what we can get. To the shop with my £25 budget. See what we can do. Right. I was looking for Greek yogurt. What's this stuff like? 4.5 grams of protein per 100 grams. Greek style. Greek style isn't the same as Greek yogurt. It's not got as much protein. Fuck, this is going to be harder than what I thought. There's like chicken breast, but I don't know if I fancy that for breakfast. Mission accomplished. Breakfast has been bought. Okay, so this is the breakfast. I looked at this stuff at first and I wasn't going to get it, but I think it was probably my best option in that shop. It's quite a small shop. There wasn't a lot to pick from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to track these and just see where we're at. Obviously financially, actually, let's look at that first. So we've come out of there, still got our £20 note. And how much change should I get? I think that cost me like £2.90, I want to say. I think this was £1.90 and the bananas were £1. I actually needed some bananas for the house anyway, so that worked out quite well. Oh, some more coins. There we go. There's another £1. Look at that. So we have got a budget left of £22 and 10 pence. So not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. How many calories have I got for that? Let's just find out, because like what I don't want to do is I could obviously like cheat this and just like, I mean, what's 150 grams of protein going to be anyway? 150 times 4, can't do the math off the top of my head, like 600 calories, so 150 times 4. Yeah, you could cheat this and just like basically eat protein all day, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and actually be around 2,500 calories, not like just under it, if that makes sense. So right, let's scan it. Let's do it the lazy way. So we'll have 4 servings of that. Is it 4? Yeah, because there's 450 grams. Sorry, 4.5. So 4 servings of that. 4.5 servings of 100 grams. And that is giving me 338 calories, 20 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and 59 grams of carbs. And I'm going to throw on a banana with that as well. Okay, so that will be breakfast. So £1.90, was it? No, £2.90. Well spent, I think. can use these bananas later in the day as well, of course. So, right, let's have it.
The more you think about it, the more I think like 20 grams of protein from one meal. It's not really ideal, is it? It's not a lot. There's not even any. Look at that. That's not even a fucking whole banana. No wonder they're only £1. Jesus. I'll be having two of them, like. I'll be having two of them, but like, yeah, there's no like trace sources either. Like, I mean, that's just going to be like, yeah, 20 grams of protein from obviously the yogurt, but like, if you're eating something like, I don't know, something with bread, for example, bread's got some grams of protein, so there'll be like trace sources of protein. Not that they're good muscle building proteins, but when my goal is purely getting more than 150 grams of protein, it would be helpful, wouldn't it? Right, I'm not going to film myself deep throating a banana because fuck that, that'd be weird.
Okay, so it's now 1:30. It is lunchtime, and I'm going to head up to the co-op. I've only got 20 grams of protein so far, and I can't remember how many calories. I'm going to have to actually check how many calories. I'm going to have to go on Macro Factor, which, by the way, Macro Factor is probably well better than MyFitnessPal. Yeah, I'm only on 450 calories, so another 2,000 calories to make up roughly, and 130 grams of protein. So yeah, it's going to need to be protein heavy, this one.
That was not a good one for the budget.
Okay, so that one was not good on the budget. We have got a couple of sub rolls. We've got 2 packs of turkey, where we're getting what out of these? I think it's something like, we're getting at least 50 grams of protein, slightly more. I'll figure that out in a minute. But I had to buy some sauce as well, and I also had to buy some Pepsi Max. So we spunked £8 on this, which isn't great, all things considered, leaving us with a budget of £10, 11, 12, 13, 13.50, 14 pound and 5 pence. Okay, right, now we need to figure out where we're at in the scale of things. Feel like I'm making a bit of a cunt of this here, to be honest. We're still probably going to be quite behind on protein, but let's see what happens. Okay, so let's add our sub rolls first. Weirdly, I went in there looking for protein. The first thing I bought was fucking sub rolls, and they're actually open already, so that's great. Someone's grubby fingers have been on them. Right, scan this. It's not scanning very well. Nope, still not scanning. There we go. Oh, it's not on there. That's great. That's always good. I'm going to have to create the food now. It's always good when something's not on MyFitnessPal, eh? I'm just going to fucking manually add it. Right. Quick add. And what are these? Per sub roll, 295 calories. Fucking hell, I'll be getting the calories in here if nothing else. Probably should have looked at this, but it was really busy in there, and I suppose that just took over. I was just like, fuck it, need to find something. 3.8, and then carbohydrates 52.2, or 51.2, sorry. Right, so it's quick add 1. There's something, right? There's something interesting. So I've just put the macros off the back of this in, and it says in the back here, 295 calories, 3.8 grams of fat, 51.2 grams of carbs, and 9.4 grams of protein, right? So we're getting some of that, what I was talking about earlier, we're getting a little bit of that indirect sources. Not great muscle building protein, but protein nonetheless. But when I put into Macro Factor, and it's calculated the calories, it's calculated the calories to be 277. So they've done the maths wrong in here. So that's good. So right, I wonder if I can just duplicate that, copy to now, there we go, 2 of them. And then we'll have 2 of these packets too. Surely this will scan. How many slices in a packet? 5. We'll just do it in grams. 120. We're actually 240 because we've got 2 packets of that. We'll just get that all eaten now. That gets us a chunk of protein. That gets us 62 grams of protein. So for this meal, without the sauce so far, we've got 800 calories, 81 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and 103 grams of carbs. So we're up at 102 grams of protein. That's not bad, actually. We'll add some sauce as well. I've not got scales to weigh this, so I am going to just have to guesstimate this. Clients, look away now. But even if I have 100 grams of that sauce, it's only 21 calories, so worth sound. But yeah, right, cool. Lunchtime. I've not even got a knife, so I'm going to have to use this spoon, which isn't very good at cutting, funny enough. Got a Stanley knife there, but I'm not fucking using that. It'd be dirty. Just get this whole pack of ham on this. Not ham, fucking turkey. This looks horrible, by the way. I never said this would be a glorious day of eating. Just said I would hit these targets. I've had this idea for ages, and I've been dreading it because I just knew I wouldn't enjoy the day of eating. Oh, fucking hell. That came out fast. Oh, comes out really fast. I just knew it would be like quite a highly processed day of eating. It wasn't going to be the best, so I've not really been looking forward to it. And there we have it. This is not a great example, but how am I even going to eat that? Oh, it's going to go everywhere, isn't it? Well, that's actually quite hot. It does say that on it, to be fair. Fuck me, man. Top tip, never touch your eye or your wee man when you've been touching hot sauce. Won't feel good. Oh, that sauce is fucking hot. That is what I've learned today. The cheapest sauce is going to be the hottest, apparently. That's what I learned today. I'm trying to open this bottle of water right here so I can fucking down this. Water's off limits, by the way. Oh, you cunt, I've just spilled that. I'm not paying for the water. That's not coming out of my budget. I mean, it's my water anyway, technically. So, is that cheating? I make the rules anyway. Doesn't matter. I need this. I need this right now. It's like one of those things, see when I was eating it, it wasn't that bad, but it got progressively worse. After I stopped eating, I was like, holy fuck, my mouth is on fire. I won't be putting that in dinner anyway. Okay, so it is now 7 o'clock. Fucking hell, it's been a while since I ate. I'm absolutely starving as well, so I need to go get some food. I was thinking about going somewhere where I could get like something hot that I could like take out. I was going to go to like Black Rooster, which is like a cheap version of Nando's. But I don't have time, so it ended up being a busy day. So I'm going to end up going back to the fucking Co-op. So that's where we're at. Not the most glamorous day of eating, but it'll work. You know, if you were on like something like, say, a work trip, for example, staying in a hotel, this is something you could do. It's not the most exciting, but it would work. Anyway, that is not the point in the challenge. The point in the challenge is just for a bit of a laugh, to be honest. And I still haven't tried a food that I haven't had before, so I'm going to have to go have a look around the Co-op and see what I can find again. But yeah, I have got 1,200 calories left, so I've got loads of calories. I've only ate 1,300 calories, no wonder I'm hungry. But I need to hit 50 grams of protein with that too, which I don't think should be too hard. I think we're on the home straight now. I've got about 13, 14 quid left. Can't remember which one, so one of the two. And yeah, I think we'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going to head up and see what I can get for my dinner. Fuck me, I look pale. Why do I look so pale? I was on holiday not that long ago. Is it because there's so much light? Is that better? Yeah, maybe that's better. Anyway, I've come back to my car to video the rest of this because the gym's quite busy and you might not be able to hear me that much. So we are going to look at my final meal of the day, and I'll be honest, I think I've done really well here because I have come out of the Co-op with quite a bit of change. So, oh shit, just about dropped that. Let's count up how much money we've got. It's just 5p I'm fighting over there, but right. So we've got, I'll put this back here so you can see there's £1, 3, 4, 5, so we've got 5 quid at least, 50, 70, 90, so there's £6 and 40, 50, 2p. £6 and 52p, so we've done all that around £19, which I think is actually not too bad. I actually think I maybe went a little bit easy on myself with this challenge. Like when I first started writing it up, I thought it sounded a lot harder than what it has been, but it's actually been pretty straightforward, to be honest. Might have been harder if I was on more calories rather than less, because obviously with the budget side of things. But let's have a look at what we've got now for dinner. So, starting off with this Yo Sushi Poke Bowl, but if you look at that clearance, we got that for £1.88. Hopefully it's still in date. What does it say? It doesn't say, which is worrying. Yeah, so that I'm going to just pull this off, but have a look at that. Like, that is not bad for £1.88. So let's just see, let's get a scan to get it right onto macro factor. So where are we? We've got per pack 406 calories, 6.2 grams of fat, and 69 grams of carbs with 18 grams of protein. So not the best macros, but it's dinner time. I want it done half decent. Let's see, is that barcode going to work? Is it? Fuck, no way. So we're gonna have to put this in manually, which is fine. We'll go quick add. So let's see if these calories add up. So 6.2 grams of fat. We've got 69 grams of carbs and 18 protein. Okay, so quick add. 404, they've got 406 in the packet. We'll let them off of that. So yeah, that's the chicken and sweet pepper poke bowl. So we've got that, right, which brings us up to 121 grams of protein, and that brings us up to 1700 calories. We have also secured whatever this is. Can't even get out the bag now. Shawarma chicken meze salad. Meze salad, sorry. Chicken shawarma slices, mixed grains, lettuce, pickled salt, and a carrot, cumin, and yogurt dip. It's got 245 calories, and it will have roughly, let's just see off the back, about 12 grams of protein. So it's not the best, but when I seen it in reduced style, I was like, well, it's more food, more volume. It's got some salady stuff. I've not really ate anything that healthy today, to be honest. And again, it's not on MyFitnessPal. That's great. It's not even MyFitnessPal I'm using, it's macro factor. So what I'm going to need to do with this is I'm going to need to quick add, and I'm going to need to, how am I going to do this? So we've got per 100 grams 2.9 grams of fat. So it's 2.9 grams of fat, and then they've got a per pack one at the bottom. That makes more sense. Why didn't I read that in the first place? Okay, so per pack we've got 7.4 grams of fat, we have 26 grams of carbs, and we have 15 grams of protein, which is actually slightly better than I was thinking. So that adds up to 230 calories. They've got 245 in the front, so co-op, you need to do your maths a bit better, right? But we're not done yet. That says 136 grams of protein, 1900 calories. So we need some more protein, and that is why we got the Arla yogurt pouch. I've been trying quite hard here not to buy like protein bars and protein shakes, but I needed more protein. This was an easy fix, so we've got that. We could have bought another like pack of meat or something. I just didn't fucking fancy it. So we've got quite a lot of food here for dinner, to be honest. That's amounting to 779 calories, 53 grams of protein, and that brings us to 2,084 calories for the day, 156 grams of protein, which isn't too bad going. Now, the final thing, I was meant to have something that I hadn't had before on this challenge, so I looked around the co-op, and to be honest, there wasn't really much that I could kind of pick out and say, oh, I've not had that before, nothing exotic, but I've never had hummus before, so we bought some hummus, some chip and dip with toasted pretzels, and again that's come within our budget too, for calories and for like obviously the financial side of things. Let's see, that's on here, 340 calories for that, 11 grams of protein, 18 grams of fat, 31 grams of carbs. So even with my wild card food in, we finished the day on 2,424 calories, 167 grams of protein, 47 grams of fat, and 331 grams of carbs. I would say that's not too bad, and £6 change. I don't think we've done too bad in that challenge, so I'm going to have to make them a little bit more difficult moving forward. But I've just realised something. I've not got a fork in here, so I'm not even going to be able to eat this in here. That's good. It's really good. So I'm actually going to have to take it into the gym after all, unless I got anything in here. Come on. Nope. A sweet curry dip from McDonald's. Don't know if you can use that as a fork. You'd think a guy who's done bodybuilding like for so long would have a fork in his car. I do have forks in the gym. I can't even get this. The straw's shut now. My glove box, that's what you call that. Wow, that's good. Maybe if I hit a bit harder. Well, anyway, right.
So what I'll do, since I don't have a fucking fork, is I'll try the hummus for you. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this, and I have a feeling I'm not even going to eat it all. So in reality, if this was you and you were staying away somewhere or something, you could have those extra calories for something else. Maybe a protein bar, get protein even further up. Let's take a big old bit of it and let's see what it's like. Not bad, to be fair. I mean, what even is it? So it's a chickpea and sesame seed paste. Cooked chickpeas. Okay. You know what? I like that. That's alright, to be fair. Definitely eat some more of it. Seeing as I don't have a fucking fork, I'll just have to. So I guess that's it for this challenge. I'm going to go eat my co-op food up in the gym with one of my wooden forks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And remember, if you're new here, like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for any other food challenges you'd like to see me do, then just drop a comment. I'd be more than happy to take a look and probably not consider it if it sounds shite. I'm still sitting here eating this hummus. Fucking good. Definitely get into that. 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's 10, but 8 out of 10. Good stuff.